Tomorrow, before dawn, a moment that will go down in spaceflight history is set to unfold. From the historic Kennedy Space Center in Florida, a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket will lift off, carrying a private astronaut crew on a mission to the International Space Station. This is Axiom Mission 4, and it marks one of the most important shifts in how humans explore space. For decades, space missions were controlled and crewed exclusively by government agencies like NASA, but now, private space companies like SpaceX and Axiom Space are rewriting the rules. The mission was delayed twice. The first delay happened because of a small but critical issue with one of the rocket's liquid oxygen valves during testing. The second delay came from the International Space Station itself. A leak was detected in the Russian Zvezda module, and out of caution, all upcoming launches to the station were paused until the issue was resolved. But now, after weeks of careful analysis and repairs, the green light has been given. Everything is set for launch at 2:31 a.m. Eastern Time. The Falcon 9 rocket stands ready on Launch Pad 39A, a site filled with history. This is the same launch pad that sent the Apollo missions to the moon, and later hosted dozens of space shuttle launches. Today, it hosts SpaceX's missions that are rapidly reshaping human access to space. The rocket is equipped with a reuse first-stage booster, a key feature of SpaceX's cost-cutting, sustainability-focused launch model. The Crew Dragon capsule sitting atop is brand new, making its first flight into space. Inside the capsule, 4 astronauts sit strapped in, ready for the adventure of a lifetime. Leading the crew is Peggy Whitson, a name that carries huge weight in the world of space exploration. With over 675 days spent in space, Peggy holds the record for the most time spent off Earth by any American astronaut. She's been to the ISS multiple times, walked in space, and commanded missions before. This will be her second private spaceflight as a commander, making her one of the most experienced astronauts alive. Next to her is Shubhanshu Shukla, a pilot from India. His selection marks an incredible milestone. India's first privately funded astronaut going into orbit. 4 millions in India. This mission represents national pride and the breaking of a new frontier. Shubhanshu's background as an Indian Air Force pilot and space engineer makes him well-suited for this historic flight. Completing the crew are 2 mission specialists from Europe, Sławosz Oznowski from Poland and Thibaut Kapoor from Hungary. Both represent important moments for their nations. For Poland, this will be only the second astronaut ever to reach space. For Hungary, Thibaut will follow in the footsteps of their first astronaut, who flew in the 1980s. Both will carry out scientific experiments, outreach programs during their time aboard the ISS. Their mission isn't just about the ride. Each astronaut will carry specific research tasks. They'll be running experiments that examine how microgravity affects the human body, materials, and biological systems. One area of focus will be cardiovascular changes in space, crucial data for preparing for longer missions to the Moon and Mars. Others will work on material science, studying how certain metals and alloys behave without the influence of gravity. This kind of research is essential for future manufacturing in space. For 8 full days, the crew will live and work aboard the ISS. They'll sleep strapped to walls, float through modules, share meals with NASA astronauts, and get a view of Earth that only a few hundred humans have ever experienced. They'll witness 16 sunrises and 16 sunsets every single day as the station orbits the planet at nearly 17,500 miles per hour. Their journey begins with 9 minutes of pure force. At liftoff, the Falcon 9's engines will push 1.7 million pounds of thrust, propelling the rocket and capsule beyond Earth's atmosphere. After the first stage completes its job, it will separate and return for a controlled landing on a drone ship floating in the Atlantic Ocean. Now, signature SpaceX maneuver that saves costs and resources. The second stage will carry the Crew Dragon to orbit. Once safely in space, the capsule will separate and begin a series of delicate thruster burns to align with the ISS over the next 36 hours. The crew will perform systems checks, conduct practice maneuvers, and prepare for the docking sequence. The Dragon capsule will approach the station slowly, guided by SpaceX's autonomous docking system, until it gently locks onto the forward port of the Harmony module. Once aboard the ISS, the private crew will blend into daily operations. They'll participate in maintenance tasks, scientific research, and educational outreach. They'll host live video calls with schools back on Earth, speaking directly to children dreaming of becoming the next generation of astronauts. Some of their experiments will be live-streamed, giving millions of viewers a real-time look at science and microgravity. When their 8-day stay is over, the crew will board the Dragon capsule once again, undock from the ISS, and begin the journey home. Re-entry is perhaps the most dangerous part of the entire mission. As the capsule plunges back into Earth's atmosphere, temperatures outside will soar past 3,500 degrees Fahrenheit. The heat shield will protect the astronauts from the inferno. And finally, 4 large parachutes will deploy, slowing their descent for a splashdown off the coast of Florida. Recovery teams will be standing by to bring the astronauts safely back to land. Within hours of landing, they'll be transported to medical facilities for health checks and the data collected during the mission, biological samples, experiment results, and physiological readings will be analyzed by scientists for months to come. What makes this mission so exciting is what it signals for the future. This isn't just a one-off event. It's part of a larger movement toward regular, commercial space missions. Axiom Space plans to build the first private space station module by the end of this decade. That module will attach to the ISS initially, but will eventually detach to become an independent orbiting laboratory. SpaceX continues refining its vehicles, driving down costs, and making space more accessible than ever before. For countries like India, Poland, and Hungary, this mission is more than a scientific journey. It's a symbol of their entry into the next chapter of space exploration. No longer limited to traditional space powers, nations around the world are finding new pathways to space through private partnerships. For viewers like you, this is a rare opportunity to witness the turning point in how humans interact with space. From government astronauts to private citizens, from government stations to commercial platforms, the landscape of space travel is shifting right before our eyes. As you watch the launch tomorrow, remember that this rocket isn't just carrying people, it's carrying hopes, dreams, and the future of human exploration. It's about proving that space is for everyone. Whether you're in Florida watching from the beach, sitting at home, streaming the launch, or following on social media, this is a moment to be part of. If you want more updates on missions like this, deep dives into space science and coverage of every major cosmic milestone, make sure to like this video, subscribe to Beyond Stars, and press the bell icon so you never miss another update. The countdown has already begun, and soon, another group of humans will leave Earth behind and journey into the unknown.